Good morning, children. Again, we are going to do geometry, children, and in this we'll do map reading. So, what does this map tells us, children? Now, on map we can locate the position, we can locate the important landmarks, and with the help of the map we can go anywhere, children. Okay. So, this is a map in which we can find the way how we can move from this house to this house. Okay. So let's start, children. Mohit, he is a boy and he wanted to go to his uncle's house. Okay. So he also wants to go to the nearby park to enjoy the rides and swings. But he does not know the way how to reach to the park. So his aunt tells him the way and he makes a map so that he does not get lost. So first step is step out of the house and turn to your right. So first what Mohit is going to do, when he moves out from his house, he turns to the right. Now keep walking straight. That means after moving from the house and after turning right, he walks straight till he saw temple at the right side. Then he has to turn left and keep walking again straight. Then a building came. Now again turn to his right and again keep straight walking. So after walking he'll see the park on the right side. So what is a map? A map tells the location of an object or a place in relation to other objects. So on a map we can use the directions, symbols for important landmarks. Landmarks, they may be buildings, they may be places, and they also help us to locate a place. So here in this map, temple and buildings, they are the landmarks. So here see, children, this is the house of Mohit, and by turning right he saw a temple over here, then again turning right he saw a building over here, and then again a park. Okay. So this building and temple, they are the landmarks. So let's do with exercise 6.6. So here is a post office, children, market, home, park and bank, school and temple. And starting from the home, how will the person reach to the different places? Okay. So Ritu made a map of places near her home. So how will she go from her home to the park to the market? So if you have to go to the bank, what route will you take? What landmarks will come on the way? There are two answers to the questions. You are at school, you want to go to Ritu's house by the shortest distance. What route will you take? What landmark on the way? Okay. So here first we'll do. Okay. So first what do we do? How will you go from Ritu's home to the park? If you go, you have to go to the market first. So let's see. This is the home of Ritu. So here we'll go to the market first. Okay. Then we'll move to the post office and then we'll move to the park. Okay. Now, if you go to the bank, what route will you take? What landmarks will come in the way? So, if you want to go to this bank, so how will you take a way? Okay, so we can move from here, children, to here also, and we can take this route also. We can follow this route also. So, okay, so in this route, 3 landmarks are there. Okay, the market, post office, and park. Whereas in this route, there are two landmarks, temple and school. Okay, so any route you can take. Now you are at school, you want to go to Ritu's home by the shortest distance. What route will you take? What landmarks will come on the way? So if you are in a school and you want to go to the Ritu's house, the shortest distance, okay? So you can take this route, okay? Okay, from school to the Ritu's home. So the only landmark here is a temple. Okay, this is the shortest distance. So in this way, children, do this exercise. And here, children, we are going to draw a simple map to show how to reach from home to the nearest market. Okay, and write the landmarks also. Got it? Now, nets of a solid. So what is a net? Children, when you buy pastries from a pastry shop, you see that a salesman fold a cut into a box and pack pastries in it. And then a plain figure is converted into solid figure. This cutout is the net of the box which he made to pack the stuff. A net is a 2D shape, and when it is folded, it results in a 3D shape. You can make nets of cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, etc. So how do we make net of a cube with open top? So we are going to take here square of 6 cm to 6 cm. Then we cut a square of side 2 cm from each corner. And now fold the flaps like this. See here, we have taken the square of 6 cm to 6 cm. Then we just cut these portions, okay, the shaded portions, okay, and we get this. Now this is called the net of a cube. So if we fold the flaps, we get a cube with the open top, okay. Now net of a cuboid with the open top. So here we are going to take the rectangle of 8 cm and 6 cm. Then we cut the side squares of 2 cm from each corner, and then we fold the flaps, okay. So here let's see. Again we have taken the rectangular, this is 8 and this is 6 centimeters, and we cut out these shaded portions, okay. So we'll get like this, net of a cuboid. Then we fold these flaps and we get a cuboid with the open top. So here is the net of a cube with the closed top, okay. Net of a cuboid with closed top. Now net of a cylinder and net of a cone. So let's move to exercise 6.7, children, okay. So net of a cube, it has 6 faces, children, okay. You are going to write here 6. Net of a cuboid, it also has 6 faces, okay. So write net of a cylinder has how many faces and how many curved or the straight faces, okay. Now let's do the second question. What solid shape will you get on folding each of the following nets? So you are going to write here which particular shape you will get by folding these flaps, okay. Then here also draw the net of the following: cube with the open top, children, cuboid with the open top. Now cylinder, cube with the closed top, cuboid with the closed top, cone, okay, children. So do all this exercise in the book, okay. And now come to the objective assessment, children, okay. Now these assignments you are going to do in your rough copy or in your practice copy, children, okay. So keep practicing the maths of the geometry, children, okay. So these are all exercises 2 and 4 you have already done in your book, okay, during the teaching classes. So do all these objective assignments and subjective assignments in the book and in your practice copy, okay, children. So this is all for this chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.